We're in a city built on 7 hills, and the fans hoping to see 7 points on the board early. We're at Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's week 14. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Along the right sideline, there's space. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability, but boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds with some out right at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
First play, and Murray's letting it rip. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Hey. Shoot.
Murray thrown again on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Murray on 3rd down. He's got Harrison. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Come on. Hey.
Back to the air, Murray. That's caught at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Play action now, Murray. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals start off well to tie things 7-7. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
On one, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. The hot.
Going right side, Robinson with it. Kicks this one outside. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Thomas. The hot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Quick to the left, it's caught. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
On point, ready?
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Gun. Stop.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Escapes the pocket. Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's got a man left. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On one, ready?
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Burrow from the gun. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make it impact later. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Murray on the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Green. Easy. 2-2-1.
On 2nd and 10, it's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
Green. Easy, quick. Hey, Ace. Hey, Larry.
They'll send him over right.
2-2-1.
3rd and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bengals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6?
Here we go.
I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Here's Robinson. Is in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. It's a 2-score game early. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. He's got him. That's McBride. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, Murray. Brought in close to the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals face a 4-point deficit. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. He lobs it deep middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals make it a 9-point advantage. T. Higgins, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Murray. Taken in by Harrison. Get some space around midfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be first down, Arizona. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Murray here on first down. Gets this one to Harrison. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense in the hurry up here. Harrison secures this left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Cardinals first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first and 10, it's Murray. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals reduce the lead to just 4. Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Return coming from the 6. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Got it, man. Robinson has it. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Another try following the sack. We're to the 2-minute warning from the jungle. The Bengals looking to add to their advantage. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Dot.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, pass. Oh, he loses the football. And the Cardinals grab it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Throwing now, following the turnover. Throw right side, and McBride has it. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Has it at the 7. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll run here. It's Benson. Scores. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get some late points and the lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Cardinals take a 4-point lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Forced out to his right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Cardinals take over on his 5th interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing from near his own goal line. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's out of bounds, approaching his own 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down.
Big ass open, big ass open. Push.
Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Looking right, and he finds him. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They're set up at the 35 now. They've got a man in motion. Murray to throw. McBride hauls it in. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Easy.
He'll throw it. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Badgley able to knock it through and add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
That's one. Shit.
Murray setting up to throw. Benson's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and that's a Cardinals first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Big ace. Push. 2, 1.
First and 10, Murray. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This reeled in by Benson. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Figures.
Now motion him out of the backfield.
2-2.
Back to the air, Murray. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow the lead coming out of halftime. Trey McBride, the touchdown. Ryland now for the extra point. Pressure off left, and it's blocked. Up to the races, middle of the field. The 40. Into the red zone. And he is into the end zone, so they steal 2 points on the block kick and return. You could really hear the crowd swell, first on the block, and then again as he scooped it and started the return. Brock, really one of the most exciting plays you'll ever see in a game, no matter what the score is.
And one of the rarest for us as well. You know, the rule that they could take it back for 2 was introduced in 2015. And the total number of extra points blocked and taken back is still in the single digits. Incredibly hard to do, but they just pulled it off.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Back.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
Here we go.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.